Morning guys, today's class is going to be on rope construction and use. There's going to be a little something about materials in there as well. One of the benefits of this class in the fire service, ropes are widely used to hoist or lower tools, appliances, or people, to pull a person to safety, to serve as a lifeline in an emergency. And learning about ropes and knots is an important part of your training as a firefighter. So this information is going to benefit us one way or another. So our knowledge objectives for today are going to be, we need to be able to describe the three primary types of fire service rope, describe the materials used in rope construction, and describe the different types of construction. So go ahead and get right into it. Types of rope, the three primary rope that we use in the fire service is going to be life safety rope, escape rope, and utility rope. And I think we have some on Rescue 12. Most of y'all that work here probably know about it. First one, life safety rope, is going to be used whenever a rope is needed to support a person, whether during training or firefighting, rescue, or other emergency operations. It's used only for life-saving purposes. It must never be used for utility purposes. And you see this guy right here. That's an example of somebody using life safety rope. Now you can use life safety rope for a utility tool, but it can't go back to the life safety rope. Once you use it for utility, that's it. It's utility. Some of you guys may have seen this escape rope. I think Hastings got one in his bag, or somebody around here does, but this is a one-time use rope. Its purpose is to provide the firefighter with a method of escaping from a life-threatening situation. The rope is designed to carry the weight of only one person and to be used only one time. So, if you guys get this and you put it in your gear, once you use it, you have to bail out a window or whatever you got to do. That's it. You got to get a new one. You can probably keep the bag, but the rope's got to go. And of course, utility rope, we've used that in our training here quite a few times. Utility rope is used for hoisting or lowering tools or equipment. We've done that for making ladder halyards, for marking off areas, and for stabilizing objects. Utility ropes, and here this is again, should never be used in situations where life safety rope is required. And the reason for that is to see this guy's using a chainsaw. What if that rope touches that blade or something and makes a little nig or something like that in there? That's why you can't use utility rope for life safety rope, because it's a possibility of it getting damaged and weakened. All right, the different types of rope materials. You got two types of materials. You got natural fibers and synthetic fibers, and you see the difference. These are made out of, I think I got an example here in Manila. If you guys want to grab it and play around with it, we'll pass that around. Manila was used in the fire service back in the day. We don't really use it too much anymore. And we got synthetic fibers. You can usually tell the synthetic fibers because they're usually colorful and they're a little bit lighter than the natural fibers. And you can see the difference in the pattern. This one's got a twisted pattern. This one's more of a braided pattern. Most of your synthetics are going to be that pattern. So the drawbacks to using natural fiber ropes. They lose their load carrying ability over time. Subject to mildew. Absorb 50% of their weight in water and they degrade quickly. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been out in my grandpa's barn and found some old rope like that. It was wet, mildewy, and it was just breaking in half. So that's the downfalls of using that rope. The advantages to the synthetic fiber rope is strength to diameter ratio. You notice that Manila rope is a little bit bigger, but I guarantee you this one's got probably more strength than that one. So this one is smaller but stronger. Difficult to meet the block creel construction requirement with natural fibers, and longevity over natural fibers. If y'all wondering what that block creel construction is, that's basically the synthetics. It's rope made without knots or splices in the yarns, ply yarns, strands, braids, or rope. So basically, let's say this rope right here is 100 foot long. The whole length of that rope, there's going to be no splices, braids, or anything like that. It's going to be from one end to the other. It's going to be continuous straining. That's what that block creel construction basically consists of. NFPA 1983 states that all life safety rope must be woven of block creel construction. So you see the importance of that design right there. Okay, the different types of construction. We've got the twisted and the braided. The blue one going around, that's an example of braided. The Manila is the twisted. Kern mantle rope, I think this one is. I couldn't find one. I went to Lowe's and I couldn't find one, but I think this is an example of kern mantle. But basically the kern mantle looks like this. It's got an inside part. We're going to cover that. And dynamic and static rope. So the first one, twisted rope and braided rope. The Twisted rope is made of individual fibers twisted into strands. The strands are then twisted together to make the rope. The disadvantage of this method is that it exposes all the fibers to the outside of the rope where they're subject to abrasion. And you guys, I'm sure y'all have used it. Rope slides on a surface like that. Imagine that manila rope doing that. Over time, it's going to wear it down. The braided rope, constructed by weaving or intertwining strands, typically synthetic fibers, together in the same way that hair is braided. You can see the pattern on there. Stretches under a load but is not prone to twisting. The disadvantage is strands are exposed and subject to abrasion, just like the manila rope. Kern mantle rope. This one, if you want to pass this one around, this is an example of it. This is actually a double braided rope, but a kern mantle, all the difference is the centerpiece will be more of a solid piece. But you see, it says it consists of two distinct parts. The kern is the center or the core of the rope. The mantle or sheath is a braided covering that protects the core from dirt and abrasion. As you can see, the actual rope, the strength part, is going to be the center, the kern, and the mantle protects that from that abrasion that we talked about with the twisted rope, and it keeps dirt out and stuff like that. So your actual strength is going to be in the kern. Okay, dynamic and static rope. Some of you that have been through the academy might remember this. The dynamic is designed to be elastic and stretch when it is loaded. Typically, it's used in safety lines for mountain climbing because it stretches and cushions the shock of a climber who falls for a long distance. So if you guys watch that movie, or there's several movies where the guys fall from a mountain and they get that rope and you see them bounce a little bit. It's like a rubber band. That's that dynamic rope. It gives it so if you fall, it gives that little bit of cushion. Static rope, it has a limited range of elasticity, more suitable for most fire rescue situations where falls from great heights are not anticipated. So remember that picture of that guy that had the rescue basket on one of the front slides? That's an example of static rope. He's performing a rescue. They're going to be lowering it slow. The chance of them falling at a great distance is not a chance. So, all right, I know you guys have this rope floating around, but this is kind of like a picture graph of different types of rope. You see, you get your twisted, braided like that blue and white one. The braid on braid, which is that dark blue one. And then you got your static kern mantle and your dynamic kern mantle. All right, so in summary, we've got the three primary types of fire service rope. The life safety. Life safety, we know that it's what? For people, right? It's only for that. You wouldn't want to use it for utility ropes or anything like that. You got your escape rope. What did I say that was? One-time use, right. Okay, and then you've got the utility rope. Would we want to use utility rope for life safety rope? No. Wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, rope materials. We got our natural fibers and our synthetic fibers. From the information I give y'all, which one do you think is better? Synthetic. A little bit better, a little bit stronger, right? Okay. Then we got our different types of construction. Twisted and braided, kern mantle, dynamic and static. The kern mantle, remember that was the one that has a little protective barrier around it at the centerpiece, which that's where most of your strength is. And the dynamic versus static. The dynamic's that gives you that cushion. The static is more of a rigid type. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate to you guys just so we can keep ourselves fresh. We're going to do a little demonstration of a bowline knot. That's all I got. If y'all got any questions, y'all can meet me after the class and give me some questions. But basically, most of you guys already know this. You want to form a bite like this. Once you form that bite, you want to turn it with your right hand or your left, whichever hand you are. You want to turn that bite away from you. And there's a little saying. The rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around the tree, and back in the hole. And you pull that tight, like that, and you form a bowline. That's a big bowline, but it's a bowline. So, that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.